Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Santi Santi Santi. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Santi Santi Santi. Evam cha Vedanta Vakyai Sadguru Upadeshena cha Sarveshvapi Bhuteshu Esham Brahma Buddhi Rutpanna Te Jivan Mukta Ityartha. The translation is, thus by the words of Vedanta imparted by a content teacher, those in whom the knowledge of Brahman in all being is born, they are the Jivan Mukta, liberated even while living. I repeat the meaning again. Thus by the words are teachings of Vedanta imparted by a content teacher, those in whom the knowledge of Brahman in all beings is born, they are the Jivan Mukta, liberated even while living. Still, we have understood the all process of identification, individual soul and God. How they are one. They are not two. Now Shankaracharya says, a spiritual seeker, what are required for him? A spiritual seeker requires two very important facts in their journeys. One is Guru, the great master, and another is a proper scripture, and third one is as well as himself also. You remember three things, three facts for a journey of spirituality. One is a great master, a living master, and a proper scripture, and third one is himself also. Like as a bird fly in the sky, the support of two wings. The bird is safe in the sky with two healthy wings. He can enjoy his flying. Same, a spiritual seeker who want healthy journey in the spirituality, he also needs like a two wings. The wings are Guru and the scripture. These two healthy wings are most required for spiritual life, spiritual journey. And third one is your support. Without our support, if we are not ready to go anywhere, then any guru, any scripture cannot do for us. So our eagerness, a burning desire of celebration or liberation are most important. If word is ready to fly, then wings is useful. Otherwise, these wings are useless, meaningless. If we are not ready to go to spirituality in deep, I mean deep, highest level, then any guru, any scripture cannot do. So, three things are most required to attain highest, to attain ultimate goal: Guru, scripture, and your eagerness. Then the ultimate goal is possible. In this process, first we need Sadguru Vakya. Shankaracharya says here, Sadguru Vakya. Sadguru Vakya means a great master, a living master. I know there are so many people. They say, I believe in God as a guru. I believe God as a guru. I believe Shankaracharya as a guru. Shankaracharya says, no, this is not. We need a living master who can teach us, who can discipline us. Not God is God. He will not give you knowledge. God is like a powerhouse, but we cannot connect our bulb direct to powerhouse. So we need a guru, and our scripture says only two qualities required in the guru: Srotriyam Brahmanishtam. Only two qualities. Srotriyam Brahmanishtam means what? Guru has two qualities. It is required for Guru, who must be endowed with deep scripture knowledge. One thing, he should be learned and deep studies of scriptures, and not only study, he who living with this knowledge, he who have experienced the knowledge of scriptures in his life. So two qualities are required for Guru, according to scriptures, Srotriyam Brahmanishtam. Then comes three things. When we got a Guru, proper teacher, then what happens? In Vedanta, there are three things. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana. Shravana means listening. Then Manan, reflection. Apply your knowledge according to your logic. And contemplation. So between Guru and Shishya, master and student, three things should be done. Listening, Shravanam, then reflection, apply your knowledge according to your logic, then Nididhyasana, contemplation. Now, what is listening? And what is listening? How to be listened? And what is it to listen? So here it says, Srotavya Srutivakebhyaha. Listening is done by Guru. Like Tat Tomasi, you and God are not different. So Guru gave a knowledge. Then second steps comes, it is a mananam. So Guru gave you knowledge. You and God is not different. You and God is one. So apply in your life according to your logic. Apply your logic. So listening is done by only Guru. You just listen. Don't apply your logic. Just listen with faith. Then in second step, which knowledge is given by Guru, you apply your logic. How is it possible? How can I be God? So give your logic to yourself. Here also, Guru can give you support. The third level comes contemplation. It is your work, purely your work. Guru will not help you. Only you do contemplation. So it called Nididhyasana. So this way, the third thing, Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasana, when these things are completed, your knowledge has been imbibed. This knowledge is fruitful. First listening, then apply knowledge according to your logic, then contemplate. Lastly, this knowledge, when imbibed in you, this knowledge will be fruitful. What is the fruit of the knowledge? What is the fruit of the knowledge? Obviously, liberation. Liberation. So here is Sadguru Vedanta Vakyahi. Shankaracharya says, Sadguru Vedanta Vakyahi. So this is the Sadguru, teacher, and Vedanta Vakyahi. The third one is, second one is Vedanta Vakyahi. Vakya means sentence. Vedanta means Upanishad. I told so many times you. And I remember the same sentence as I told you, Vedanto Nama Upanishad Bhakyam. Vedanta means Upanishad. So scripture, Vedanta Vakya, what script should be? You listen. Here only scriptures means Upanishad. And the scripture, the follow them like Gita, Rama and Mahabharata, Bhagavad, according to, they say, according to Upanishad. So this is the scripture. Very clearly, Shankaracharya says here, very clearly he says, Vedanta Vakya Sadguru Upadesh. Sadguru, teacher, is doing his job. What is his job? Just give you sentences from the Upanishad, like Tattva. So Guru would explain Upanishad. Upanishad you can read. You can read very easily. But essence of the Upanishad, we will not go without a Guru. So Guru can give direct knowledge. So then Guru give Upadesh, instructions. What instructions? He says, Tattvamasi. Here a question arises. It is over. I and God is not different. I and God is same. What about other beings? What about? So here Shankaracharya says in Tattva Bodha, Evam cha Vedanta Vakya Sadguru Upadeshena cha Sarveshati Bhuteshu Tesham Brahma Buddhi Rutpannaha. Upanishad you can read. You can read Tattvamasi. You can read Sarvam Khalidam Brahma. But you cannot digest. You cannot understand. So when Sadguru direct give knowledge, Vedanta Vakyahi, then like I and God are not different, same, here Shankaracharya says, you and other beings are also not different. Who appears different from in front of you? Animals, trees, insects, other human beings. Except you, whatever appears in front of you, here Vedanta says, these are also not different from you. Everything is Brahman, is consciousness, is you. So, first we understood that you and Brahman are not two, is one. Then here Sarva Bhuteshu. Sarva Bhuteshu means everyone, everything, every creature, every living, unliving is Brahman. This knowledge comes from Upanishad, but not direct. Only Guru can give this. Without knowledge, when we see the word appears in so many varieties, unnumberable varieties. But when we attain the knowledge, there is no variety, only one thing, one consciousness. Then what happens? We have to understand the difference between action and knowledge. What is the difference between action and knowledge? The result of the action may come now, or may come tomorrow, or may come after years, in another life. It may take time. The fruits of action can come anytime, immediate also, or it may take lives of lives. So when we do religious activity and we work in the office, end of the month, we get salary. So in religious activity, its fruit can come today or tomorrow or another life. We should wait for fruits. So action is not necessary to give fruits immediately. But fruits of the knowledge, you will get immediately. There is no need to wait. If you bought a lottery ticket for $100 million and fortunately you won, but you don't know still you have won, you are not happy. You have won already, but you do not know. So there is no happiness. Happiness comes when you know how you have won. Then happiness comes. So knowledge gives its fruit immediately. When we know I am the God and me are not different, not even in this world, whoever, animals, human beings, insects, trees, planets, anything, nothing is different from me. So this knowledge gives its fruit immediately. You see yourself everywhere. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Upanishad says, Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Idam is whatever is appears in front of you. Everything is Brahma. Brahman, you. So its fruits comes immediately. So understand different from knowledge and action. Knowledge gives its fruit immediately. And action, it may give today, immediately also, or may take time. So when this knowledge happens, I am the Brahman, I am the consciousness, I am everywhere. Lord Sri Krishna says in Gita, Matta partaram nanyas kinchit dasti dhananjaya. O Arjuna, there is nothing beyond me. Everything is in me. Everything is in me. So this thought, if imbibed in you also, you are everywhere. Then what comes? What happens? Shankaracharya says, Jivan Muktaha. Jivan Mukta. Mukta means liberation. liberated. Liberation. Very important topic. These are fruits of knowledge. This is the climax. Now we are in the peak, highest. Understand difference. Your thought and Vedanta. Now, when we are not established in self, we are a common, we are individual soul, we are conditioned, we are Jivatma. That time, we are miserable. We are greedy, restlessness, jealous, everything. And when we die, we hope we will go to heaven and we would be in peace. This is a common thought. Vedanta says no, this is not going to happen. He may go heaven. He would attain heavenly pleasure. But peace of the mind is not possible. Very strong, very clear thought. Very strong and very clear thought given by Tattva Bodha Adi Shankaracharya in this basic textbook. He says, now if we know ourselves as an individual soul, and immediately after death, I would go to heaven and I will be in peace. Shankaracharya says, no. How is it possible? Will we change immediately? Will we liberate? Would we calm, quiet, in peace? In heaven we will enjoy. There would be no misery, no sadness. Suddenly we will change. In heaven. In here, we are very different. In heaven, we would be very different. Shankaracharya says no. Absolutely nothing. This is not going to happen because as you are here, as we are here, as in this condition, and after death, after drop this body, we just dropped this body's gross body. Same we are there also. Only place has been changed. There is no changes in us. We are the same. Only place change. Before we were in earth. So after death, fortunately, we'll go to heaven. Immediately. So what happened? Now we are here. Same person is going to heaven. For example, if we are in India, we are greedy, we are jealous, angry, and same person goes to another country. So country has been changed, but I am the same. My greediness, my angriness, my sadness, and happiness is inside. It will go with us wherever I go. it makes no difference. Obviously, in another place, there may be some changes, but not fundamental. Not fundamental. Because I am, as here, same I am going to heaven, I am not changed. So, some religions, some philosophies are propagating continuously. Listen very carefully, very straightforward statement. Don't be confused. You are reading Tattva Bodha, Vedanta. So many philosophies are propagating what? You do such things. You will liberate after death. Because you have done so good deeds, as a result you will liberate. This is the thought. This is the thought. You do rituals, japa, so these all are activities. You should be very clear in your thought. There are some activities and action level. Then we go to mental level, devotion level. There are also mental activities. So Vedanta says, because you have done so many good deeds, you will get good results. It's no problem. You will go to heaven or more higher lokas like Brahmalok. But one thing always remember, you are not changed. You are the same. You are going heaven without any changes. There are so many stories in scriptures. They show that in heaven also there is jealousy, conspiracy, anger, greed, everything in heaven. Not only that, the king of the heaven, Indra, always doing such silly things. Like here. Not only Indra, even the owner of the Brahmalok, Brahmadi also sometimes doing so silly things. So, we have done so good deeds. As a result, we would go to Indralok, Brahmalok, and we will get its result, enjoy the fruits, pleasure of the heaven, or Brahmalok. Then finally, when the result of the good actions exhausted, finished, you have finished your good action, then they will send you back. Chine punne marte lokam vishanti. Lord Sri Krishna says, Chine punne marte lokam vishanti, then come again in the earth, in the body, and do again good karma, go to heaven. The same procedures. Nothing is different. As after one body, we get another body, then another body, death and life, death and birth, death and birth. Same. Some higher level. Now what happening? Now what is happening? Here is happening, we go to heaven. and come again. Go heaven, then come again. The sansara. Continuously. No liberation. So Vedanta very clearly says, this is not liberation. Yes, you enjoy heaven, but don't be confused. You are going to liberate. Here, the fruits of the knowledge immediately we get. So when we realize that I and God are not two, I and all creatures, all universe are not two, I am everywhere. I am the consciousness. I am everything. Then this knowledge gives you immediately its fruit. The fruit is, as I told you, Jivan Mukta. Liberation. The liberation. Jivan Muktaha. Here we have to understand that the knowledge, the fruits of the knowledge is liberation, but some bioproducts also we get. Some bioproducts. Jivan Muktaha. So in Tattva Bodha, here, Jivan Mukta ityarthaha. Now question is, Nanu Jivan Mukta kaha? You open the book, Nanu Jivan Mukta kaha. The question is, who is Jivan Mukta? Who is liberated while he is living? Who is liberated? The next one, Yatha deho aham purushoham brahmanoham shudro am asmi iti dridha nishchayah tatha naham brahmana na shudraha na purushaha kintu asangah Satchidananda Sarupah Prakasha Rupah Sarvantaryami Chidakasa Rupo Asmi iti Dridha Nishchayah Aparoksha Jnanavan Jivan Muktaha. The meaning is, Yatha Deho Aham Purushoham. Just as one has the firm belief, we have firm belief, I am the body, I am a man, I am Brahman, I am Sudra. So also, after Jivan Muktaha, I am not Brahman, I am not Sudra, I am not man, but I am unattached of nature, Satchidananda, effulgent, the indweller of all, the formless awareness. Thus one having this firmly aparoksha jnana, immediately knowledge, is Jivan Mukta. I repeat the translation again. Yatha dehoham purushoham brahmanoham. Just as one has the firm belief, I am the body, I am man, I am Brahman, I am Sudraha. So also, I am not Brahman, I am not Sudra, I am not man, but I am unattached of nature Satchidananda, effulgent, the indweller of all, the formless awareness. Thus one having the family, this is the aparoksha jnana, Jivan Mukta. In these thoughts, the fruits of the knowledge we get immediately. Body is here. So we should not wait for die of the body. So according to Guru, the scripture says, the fruits of the knowledge we have to put in two divisions. One is Jivan Mukta, liberated in while living. Another is Videha Mukta, liberation of the after body. Jivan Mukta hai, the body is still, but he is liberated. So this is the byproduct of the knowledge. This is a byproduct of the knowledge. Jivan Mukta hai, immediately. So Videha Mukta, without body, the liberation will be after death. But before death, he is not waiting for fruit of knowledge. When he attains the fruit of knowledge in Jivan, in this life, then what happens? In this life, established in the self-realized person, in this body, he is living, he is doing everything. Janka was doing everything. Everything. Krishna was doing everything. He was so big, king. Everything. He was doing Mahabharata. He was telling lie also. So after established in this knowledge, what happens? While he is living, first thing is freedom. Freedom from objects. I tell you three things. Be attentive. First things happens in his life is freedom. Freedom from objects. No bondage. No bondage. Freedom from objects. Presence or absence of any object will not affect him. Presence or absence of any object will not make any difference in his mind. If objects are, then okay. If they are not, then also okay. So he is free from object. Freedom. Freedom from objects. Another thing is fulfillness. Fulfillness. Like nothing is away from me. The sense of there is no isolation, no rejection. Fulfillness. I am everywhere. Everywhere. Then fulfillness comes. Everything is in me. Nothing is beyond everything to me. Everything is in me. So fulfillment. There is no hunger of objects. I am fulfilled. I am absolute. Nothing is required to me. Because of this knowledge. So rejection and isolation has no meaning of objects. The third thing is equanimity of the mind. Equanimity. Equanimity according to your prarabdha, according to your luck, your fortunate, everything you will face, ups and downs in the life. Ups and downs in life will come. Because of your luck, when in our life ups and downs comes, we will get effect. Be more happy or unhappy. We cannot observe the situation. We cannot observe the shock of the happiness. Have you heard so many times? So many people have died because of happiness. And so many people have died because of sadness. So when we cannot observe the shock of the situation, we will get hurt. But because of this knowledge, the sadhak, the spiritual seek equanimity in the mind. There is life is running. Everything is coming, ups and downs, comes and goes. I am watching. Nothing happening into me. I am watching everything coming and going, coming and going. I am just witness. So these three things in Jivan Mukta, when he is liberated and while living, this is byproduct of the knowledge. Everything is, he can feel. He liberated. Only thing is, he had the gross body and causal body also. But he is not identified with subtle body or gross body. Remember, this spiritual seeker, this established in the self-realized, the jnani, had gross and subtle body, but he is not identified with these bodies. He is identified with cosmos. He is identified with the gods. He is feeling oneness. And causal body, he has dropped. Causal body means avidya, ignorance. So he dropped the ignorance. He has only two bodies, subtle body and gross body, but he is not identified with these bodies. So he enjoying everything. This topic is very big, very important. So today I will stop here. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.